Hello and welcome to the April vlog. I'm actually about to head out because I'm heading over to one of my favorite little fiber get-togethers in the local area. And this time I'm going with not only projects to work on while I'm there, but also gifts for some of my friends because as you can see behind me, my little dye garden has gotten a little bit out of control. I just ended up with way too many plants. I'm growing madder, indigo, cotton, and purple jalapenos. And if you want to see how I started my whole garden adventure, you can check out last month's vlog. But yeah, I have way too many going on here. I don't even have room for them on my little shelf thing anymore. And I definitely don't have room up in my rooftop garden for these. So I'm gonna bring some of these little guys with me to the Yarnies event today and give some to my friends. I'm gonna share the gardening joy instead of just letting these little guys go to waste, because sharing the joy is way more fun, right? So I have 3 friends that I'm giving some plants to. I texted them ahead of time and asked them what they want, and I made this little box for them. And this is everything I have left, which is still an overwhelming amount. So this will definitely get thinned out as we get closer and closer to me actually planting these upstairs in my garden. But for now, I'll just deal with this. So yeah, let's go to the library. We made it. We celebrated Kathleen's birthday today, and she's both the library's program coordinator and the most absolute wonderful person. We all hung out, we ate cake with a giant frosting yarn ball on it, and we all worked on our crafty projects together in the group. And I used this time to warp up my Cricut loom. I'll be using this loom for a very special event later on in the week, so I needed to get it all prepped and ready. And I picked out this really fun chartreuse warp yarn just because it made me happy. And of course, any minute not spent working on my crafts was spent editing YouTube videos with my extremely helpful assistant. Hello, I'm on my way to Beyond Yarn in Union, New Jersey, where I'm gonna be teaching my first weaving class, and I'm beyond excited, pun fully intended. We're calling this class Advanced Rigid Heddle Techniques, and it's basically just me sharing all of my absolute favorite of those freestyle hand manipulation weaving technique kind of things that I just love doing. I just get to share my joy of weaving with people, and I could not be more stoked, so let's do it. For this class, I used my new green warp to demonstrate some of my all-time favorite creative weaving techniques, like clasp weft, inlay, finger fringe, and how to make intentional holes in your cloth. These are playful, expressive methods that I use all the time in my own work to add texture, movement, and a bit of whimsy. My goal with this workshop was to help rigid heddle weavers break out of plain weave and start exploring more improvisational, artistic approaches to weaving. I also brought along a huge stash of bold, funky novelty yarns and fabric strips to encourage students to experiment with unexpected textures and colors. And we had such a great time weaving together in this bright, beautiful yarn shop. It was truly the perfect creative space. I would love to teach some more classes and workshops like this. I'm definitely planning to come back to Beyond Yarn in the future, both for this advanced creative weaving class and also a beginner-friendly intro to weaving on rigid heddle looms. I'm also actively building connections in other parts of New Jersey and the surrounding areas to bring more weaving workshops to local communities. Sharing the joy of weaving both here online and in person is something I truly love, and I really hope it's something I can keep doing for a long time. If you happen to know of a space or an event that might be a good fit for a future workshop, I would love to hear from you. And hear how some of my students' beautiful weavings turned out. Woo! That's amazing! I just finished my class and I'm genuinely all smiles. That was so much fun. I had such a good time, and I really, really hope that I get to do that again sometime. I also spent some time at my parents' new place working on the big mural that my sister and I are painting in their laundry room. We're designing a laundry-themed theme park with all kinds of rides and attractions, like a pre-wash drop tower, coat hanger Ferris wheel, soapbox car racers, a dust bunny petting zoo, sudsy cotton candy, bubble balloons, a roller coaster, a clothesline chairlift, and a giant pile of laundry inspired by Disney's Matterhorn. Yeah! And this time we actually made quite a lot of progress on the painting. I decided to focus on the roller coaster today. I called it dry clean only because who actually likes dry cleaning their clothes? My sister was working on a carousel called Happy Hampers, which features little laundry baskets as the carousel seats, which is just so cute. And we painted, and we painted, and we painted, and we listened to basically all of One Direction's discography in the process, and we had a great time. I ended up finishing the tracks with some silver metallic paint, and then I started working on the little coaster passengers. It's definitely not done yet, but I'm really happy with the progress I made so far. And my little sister also made some amazing progress and even started her drop tower painting. We also took a break at one point to make a quick stop at Home Depot just to check out the plants. Mom wanted a geranium for her garden, and I was on the hunt for a blueberry bush. Did you know that blueberries are the state fruit of New Jersey? I definitely did not know that. They're also one of my absolute favorite fruits, so I thought having a plant could be a really fun addition to my rooftop garden. I brought home a tiny strawberry runner that I totally didn't take off an adult plant at the store, a beautiful blueberry bush, and some lavender. Back at home, I also got a teeny tiny little composter for my rooftop, which I put together. Hello, welcome to my roof. I am gonna do a little bit of gardening today, just to kind of like slowly get things set up for the warmer weather that's coming ahead. So this is my little garden in progress, and it's very, very much a work in progress. So let me show you everything. I have my tomato plant from last season, which is very much dead. I have my raised beds. I have the pots that I got secondhand from my friend. I have the blueberry that was a gift from my mom. I have my tomato that was supposed to replace that guy, although it's only been up here on the roof for a day and it's already looking pretty bad, so we'll see if he pulls through. Then I have my little lavender, also a gift from my mom. I have this composter that I actually just built like 5 minutes ago. It's one of those like compost tumblers. Very excited about that. Then I have my pile of dirt. So let's clean some of this up. I really want to pot that blueberry and just make everything look a little more like a garden. I just wanted to take this quiet gardening moment to get a little bit sappy and to say thank you. I know my channel's been through quite the transformation. Can you believe it's been almost a year since I graduated from FIT? So much has changed, and it really means a lot to me that you've stuck around through it all. I've gone from a stressed out college student to teaching weaving and planting blueberry bushes on my rooftop. And also a very special thank you to my patrons. Your support truly makes these wild little creative adventures possible. I'm so excited to see where things grow from here. Ta-da! Now I have to say goodbye to last year's friend. He'll become compost now. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Thank you again for being a part of my journey, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!